So if you've watched the video on the Forza Major, you would have noticed towards the end I've done a little talk on the engine. The engine, we sent the injector pump away and the injectors, and we have got over £1,000 invested into that. Then we had a complete engine overhaul kit. I'd like to say it was between £500 to £600 but for the engine overhaul kit, but I think it was a lot more than that because we had new liners, new pistons, rings, con rods, bearings, big end bearings, gaskets, seals, you name it. It cost me, I think it was £100 to get them bored out and new ones bored in, and I had to do 2 blocks because the first block, the original block, so this is the original block I stripped, had a porous hole in it, so I had to get a hold of another block. So theoretically the only thing original that I'd done on this was the oil pan and the bits and the crank and all the gearing. So this is a 6.6. This is the one that I had on top of the hill that just had a cab on it, and it originally had a loader on the front, an old Ford loader. I'd like to get another loader for it, but if anyone knows where I can get one from, by all means let me know, and I'd be interested in one. I'd like a quickie loader for it if I could. I have got, hopefully, a power steering box going onto it. I think he's got a pump as well, but he doesn't have the pipe work to go to it, so I've got to get the pipe work for it. We are going to sand it all down, paint it all up. Before we do that, we took all the old mud guards off because they were buggered. We also have taken the arms off and sorted that out. We are putting a pickup hitch on the back because this is going to be used for around the settlements and we want it to be convenient. We've got seals turning up for the rear hubs because they're leaking, so we're going to change them. I have put this tipping hose on. We're going to make a bracket up here so we can hold that hose in down there. I've put this on up here, so if we're running a pan mixer, we can return the fluid into there. This isn't the seat that's going to be staying on here. We took this off the county because we put the original one back on the county. I got an original style seat. So this seat here is not going to stay on here. We're going to make a razor plate for it and raise it up a bit because we'll see how it goes. It will be on there for a while before I decide to change it because it is a good seat and it is comfortable. The arms and all that, we're going to sort all the arms out. We've got to get mud guards for it, but we thought, now, do not hesitate on this. This filter had rotted out when we went to do a test start. So what I did was I cut the end off. When I'd done the service on the JZ70, I cut one of the filters off there that I had in the bin. And I literally took the inners out of this filter, spun it around and hammered this one in to make it tight. So there's no pressure in there, it just flows straight through. It also does mean that it's not getting filtered. So we're not using this tractor for work at the moment. It was done just to make sure the engine runs and just to get it into the shed. Other than that, everything else looks pretty good on this tractor. All the arms did work on this and the gearbox was good. So we were happy with all that side of things. We have got to change the cross shaft seals underneath. So if you look underneath here, there's a bit of oil mess from the cross shaft seals where they're leaking. We're not sure why it's got oily leak mess over there, but we'll work that out when we clean it and pressure wash all underneath it. But other than that, it's all pretty good. We have got a diesel leak on the engine, as you can see. You can see it leaking down. I thought it was from the injector pump, but it's not. It's that little return line right there that's leaking, so we can sort that out easy enough. So yeah, everything's pretty good. Temporary fuel tank. I would start it, but I ain't got much fuel in it, and we can't got the battery on charge, so we just literally brought it in here for the night and we're just going from there, really. So, but yeah, everything seems to be pretty cool, pretty good, and hopefully so I've probably done about, I don't know, 20 minutes driving on it now, from when we took it for its test drive to now. Let me turn the light off for a second, and the oil is still clean as a whistle. Now we have got running in oil on this, so once we get it all up and running, this filter is slightly leaking here because I didn't notice, but the seal didn't seal right, so we've got to sort that out as well. And the other thing I'm after, if anyone can help me out for the 6.6, is I want the steel hoses that go up here and then around and then comes up here, so I can get the thing, because I'd like to get the oil cooler for the front of the transmission, just because I do like that idea if I can put them in. We've got to sort the diff lock pedal out, got to take that off, clean that up, because that's like, you can put diff lock down and it stays down, but I generally think it is just the lever that is sticking, so I don't think it's nothing too drastic. All the arms worked and everything. The steering box is going to be changed. Got to put some 10 series weights on it. So this here is not going to be on here permanently. This is actually was on the roadless. So we were contemplating on putting the roadless four-wheel drive system on here, but we decided that simple one to keep it like this. So stay tuned, and there'll be more on this one too, hopefully.